What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cracker Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
Today we're continuing our Tournament of Terror series with a round 2 match that I know Anubis was kind of salty about the victor in this one.
It's all right. Yeah. It's all right. It's gonna be. It's gonna come back.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see because I'm curious to see his points that he's gonna make for this. All right. So today we got Freddy Krueger versus Hannibal Lecter.
Yep.
All right, so anybody coming to our Tournament of Terror videos new, we don't have any particular rules. Whatever the participants bring to the table, that's what they get to use. Only time we've ever done that is with Nemesis, with his minigun and rocket launcher, because that's ridiculous.
That's a little OP.
Yeah, it is. It's a little ridiculous.
And not
he doesn't really need it. Yeah, he doesn't really need it anyway. But all right, so ready to get started, man?
Yeah.
All right, so who you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Freddy.
All right, so he wants to get the disdain out right now.
Well, because we know that Freddy versus Jason is out the window. We also know that New Nightmare Freddy is out the window.
It's actually better that New Nightmare is out because remember he's a more powerful character that way.
Yeah.
So it's actually a benefit to the people because if we use New Nightmare Freddy, it actually would.
Yeah, he would have lost last round.
No, actually, I think he'd actually won last round even better if we use New Nightmare.
But your main argument on him was that he never lost in the dream world.
Well, I mean,
except for in New Nightmare.
True. All right, so we're talking about Freddy Krueger first. Of course, anybody who doesn't know, which I shame on you if you don't, he's from the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Shame on you.
Yes. So, Freddy Krueger. Fred Krueger. So, you already know who he is. Let's be real. Everybody already knows who's Freddy Krueger. So let's get to the talking points.
I do have to say a few things about Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
Fun little fact is that we know that it was kind of based off of a few actual events about people dying in their sleep.
We mentioned that in one of our other videos.
That's what I'm saying. People know that. But the fun part about that is that Freddy Krueger is actually the name of Wes Craven's childhood bully.
Really? Wait, really?
Yep.
Didn't know that. Wow.
Yep. So that's where that name came from.
So Freddy Krueger, whoever you are, fuck you.
Yeah. You're an asshole.
Yeah. But so Freddy Krueger, we already know he basically owns the dream world. So his main thing is when you fall asleep, he basically not drags you, but he basically controls the dream world and can shape it to whatever he sees fit it to be. Man, we've seen that throughout all of his movies. You know, he can just shape it to different things. He was a child murderer. Parents took vengeance. They created a monster.
They tried to hint at him being a pedophile also, but that never really took.
But it never really took, went for.
Now with the remake,
right?
They did do that.
And let's be real, like the original one, he probably was a pedophile.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter because anybody who fucks with kids deserves to be burnt alive.
And I wholeheartedly agree. I'm not, like I said in one of our previous videos, I'm not condoning vigilante justice, but I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm not saying it's not right in this instance.
Sometimes people deserve to be.
Sometimes mob justice. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. I'm just saying, yeah.
And with the Nightmare on Elm Street series, Freddy got off on a technicality.
Right.
So, fuck you.
Yeah. So Freddy's got his gloves with razors or knives on it.
Yeah, they were originally supposed to be like the fish gutting knives.
Right.
But they found out that flemers were better.
Okay.
Like the skinning kind of knives were better.
His main disadvantage is once he comes to the real world, he's basically just a regular guy with knives.
Dude.
Yeah, he's
just all fucked up and burnt.
Yeah, that's really it.
But the problem is he is literally a dream demon.
Yeah, and it's hard to. It's not very easy to drag him because it's only been done what, twice?
3 times.
Is it 3 times?
No, twice.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
Yeah, so it's
3 times if you count Freddy versus Jason.
Okay, right. So that's his main weakness is if he's drugged out of the dream world, he's basically just a regular dude. That's his main weakness. But that's his only weakness, really.
Which, on your behalf, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Freddy.
And that's probably actually one of the most powerful versions in that series. And
that's what I'm giving you.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And because we see he's very efficient in that dream world because again he's able to shape it. It's like he's almost like a reality warper in the dreams because he can shape that dream to whatever he wants it to be. And that's what makes him so dangerous in the dream world. But again, we've already had 2 matches with him. So if you want to check out our previous points, go watch those previous videos. As you can see by the
pen,
whatever that thing is. I keep forgetting what the name of it is. No, not the
Whatever.
picture, whatever it is. You'll see what pops up. But yeah, by that, just check out our other videos if you want to see more talking points.
And fun facts about little Freddy.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, well, Freddy, we already know. So let's move on to Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter.
So Hannibal Lecter. So we know he is a genius, and of course, he's from Hannibal.
Thomas Harris, Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah, Silence-
Hannibal, Red Dragon,
Yes.
and Hannibal Rising series,
Right.
which are all movies.
Yes, there was all movies. Now we know he is a genius. Like he is a genius.
Incredible level of IQ.
Yes.
It's kind of sickening how smart this guy is.
And he's a good martial artist as well. Again, if we're going to go by
Mediocre, by the way.
Mediocre, but he can defend himself.
He's proficient.
Yes, he can defend himself very
He's
well.
not, well, I wouldn't even say proficient. I would say more adept.
Okay, fair enough.
Just adept.
Right.
He's
Again, he can
adept
defend
in-
himself.
Yeah,
He's-
Lady Murasaki taught him the ways of Aikido. What I don't know.
and Aikido is more of a defense type martial arts too.
Japanese samurai
Right.
kind of way. That's kind of the way he's. That's kind of way the Lady Murasaki taught him. He's not a Ronin. Well,
Right.
I guess he would have been.
Because he's a lone warrior.
Yeah,
A
but
cannibal. And of course that.
but that was just in Hannibal Rising.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that he didn't continue that art. It never really talked about it in Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
Hannibal,
Because Silence of the Lambs didn't really because Silence of the Lambs didn't really focus on him.
Right.
They focused on the FBI agent.
Right.
And
Clarice
Wild Bill.
Starling.
Yeah, so they really didn't focus on him too much.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
Yeah, creepy.
Fava beans.
Which is actually a bad mixture.
But
Liver and fava beans are actually
Right.
a really bad mixture. Don't do that.
yeah, don't do that at all.
Yeah.
Now his main thing is his main strength is his IQ.
His
like he is
IQ.
extremely smart. He is very manipulative and able to get because we forget like this dude was in prison and was able to get out by like
Manipulation.
yeah by manipulation. So he's very intelligent and that's one of his main strong points. Now I'm gonna let you take over and well so. You want to go to debate time because again, if you want to check out our previous videos on Hannibal Lecter, because we went in detail in our previous ones, check them out. So
I kind of want to talk a little bit more about Hannibal.
okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you take over this one.
Well, we talked about the movies and stuff with Hannibal, but we didn't mention the fact about the TV show.
Right, and we're gonna include that because it's not a book, so we're gonna include that.
Well, actually, it kind of helps out too.
It does.
With Mads Moccasins,
Which I think is an amazing show.
I can't fucking pronounce
First couple
his name.
seasons.
Actually, they're all really good.
They're all really good, but
when
the
it comes
first
to Hannibal.
Right, but the first 2 seasons are the best.
Yes, but when it comes to his representation with Hannibal, you really see the Chesapeake Ripper,
Right.
which is mentioned in all of the books. Not really mentioned in the movies, but with the TV show, it really goes into detail about the Chesapeake Ripper. And that is Hannibal at his prime.
Right.
And Hannibal at his prime is really methodical. Not only that,
But even that in his prime, he's methodical. He always
Right.
thinks moves ahead.
right, he's so much better than everybody that chases him.
He really is.
He really, yeah.
Like we've had like whole countries chase, like whole country agencies chase this dude
Yeah,
for years.
The FBI, he was on the FBI
Interpol,
number
FBI.
one list.
Yeah, and they are not able to catch him.
And another thing too, is that the book and the movie Red Dragon mentioned that Will Graham is lucky. He got lucky.
Right.
All it was just one little thumbnail on a book that led him to Hannibal in the movie.
Right.
And Hannibal almost ate his fucking heart. If Will Graham didn't get those pop shots off,
Right, he was dead.
Yeah, he'd have been dead.
So, with the exception of that one lucky move,
One lucky move.
He would have been
one lucky shot. It's kind of
he
like
would have never been captured.
It's kind of like Eli Manning in both Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Just
well,
one
first of all,
lucky
that
fucking catch.
that last Super Bowl, he didn't do shit.
Just lucky catches. Just
No,
one
his,
lucky catch.
His defense carried him that last Super
Either
Bowl.
way.
But anyways,
Eli Manning.
Eli. Okay, got you. Eli, yeah.
Two lucky catches got him the Super Bowl. Same way with Hannibal. That's Will Graham.
Will Graham, right.
That's what got him Hannibal in prison.
I'm waiting for you to give me a reason how he's gonna beat Freddy.
Okay. Well, but you ready for the debate?
You ready for the debate time? So he went in a little bit of detail. Oh, that's good because you want a little bit of background for the character, so
Right.
so you can make an informed.
Oh, I'm not done
informed
yet.
Okay, so everybody, debate time. All right, so who do you think has the advantage in this match?
Hannibal Lecter.
Whew, that's a bold statement right there.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's actually obvious.
Okay, so explain
time-
to our viewers why Hannibal has the advantage against Freddy.
The first time Hannibal Lecter in the movie Silence of the Lambs, the first time Hannibal Lecter talks to Clarice Starling, he tells her the only way I live is through my memory palace and my dreams. Which he has a very, very vast memory palace, which means he can maneuver through his memories, through his head, which means he is a lucid dreamer.
And for anybody who doesn't know what lucid dreamers are,
They control every single aspect of their dreams. Their dreams.
He's been thinking. I can tell he's been thinking about this one.
No, I mean it's obvious.
Well, no, I can tell that you're ready to bring some points.
Oh
in.
no, this one's obvious.
Okay, so being a lucid dreamer means he can actually control his dreams.
Okay, now in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3,
Right.
Dream Warrior, Hannibal Lecter is the Dream Warrior to the nth degree.
Fair enough.
So the dream world is null and void.
All right, so I still think, again, I am not disagreeing with anything he says. I still think Freddy has the advantage in this, man. Like, I've yet to see someone really wrest control of the dream world out of Freddy's hands, which, again, we've never seen actually that someone with the capabilities of Hannibal as far as being able to control his own dreams like that. So it's really a match of going against of wills here. And I have to give you this. If it's a match against wills and both of them can control their dreams, I have to agree with you. Hannibal is more intelligent and smarter, and it's really not even close. Like it's so far, like I can't even point to the distance because that's how far the intelligence is.
With Freddy
The
Krueger.
discrepancy in intelligence between these two. Hannibal is vastly superior as far as intelligence compared to Freddy Krueger.
Honestly, it'd be one of those things that would be really, really fun to see in a movie because I can imagine Hannibal Lecter grabbing, like, sitting there sipping on his coffee, like, during his dream, being like, okay, so I know this is a dream. I mean, because a lucid dreamer knows exactly, because there's some indication.
Right.
There's always an indication that it's a dream.
Now, the real question is, with him being a lucid dreamer, would he be able to take Freddy to the real world?
Well, that's the fun part about being a lucid dreamer. Lucid dreamers can wake up on cue.
So that's a pretty dicey situation for Freddy then.
Snap of a finger. At the snap of a finger, a lucid dreamer can wake up on cue. And the fun part is that Hannibal Lecter, with his the way he is, he would just sit there and study. He would be in his dream. He'd be watching Freddy, doing his thing with the knives on the steel pipes. Mm-hmm. And Hannibal would be like, okay, I'm sipping my macchiato or whatever the hell. Just being interested. I'm going to see how far this goes. Ouch. He sliced my arm. I'm going to wake up now. And then he wakes up and he sees that it came to in the real world. Okay, so this is messed up.
And do you think he would try to go back in there to try to say,
he would do every single thing in the scientific method. Every single aspect of the science, he would test this. Like Hannibal would test every single bit on Freddy.
Do you think he'd be smart enough to realize that if he took, like, let's say like Heather whatever
Langenkamp.
What's the
Nancy.
So Nancy figured it out. Well, fuck. Well, I just answered my own question.
Nancy figured it out on accident.
Well, okay, good point. Now, do you think he'd be smart enough to realize to figure that out, without dying fighting Freddy? Do you think he'd be smart enough to figure out that if he brought him to the real world, he could kill him?
I think that what would happen was once Hannibal got hit one time with those blades on his arm, or just
because a lucid dreamer, he'd actually be able to form weapons and fight against Freddy in there.
No, not even just that. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. Hannibal wouldn't do that. Hannibal would sit back and study every single aspect. But what he could do was build a barrier.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Hannibal would build a barrier in his dream, and kind of like, okay, he hit me with like his pinky,
right?
His pinky blade, and when Hannibal woke up, he's like, oh shit, that's the same fucking cut that I got from my dream. So this stuff kind of connects,
Right.
And then he'd be like, okay, so I got to figure out something. So he would use the scientific method, as Hannibal would as a doctor and psychologist.
Right.
He would do every single thing that he could scientifically to figure it out. He wouldn't get lucky by no means. He would not get lucky. That's the total advantage of Hannibal Lecter. He doesn't need luck. He's got his brains.
That's true. I'm not even gonna lie. You're bringing us some good points right now. I can't even deny that fact. They're very good points.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you another bone here. Let's go with Freddy versus Jason and say how Freddy feeds on fear.
Well, we all know for Hannibal that doesn't work with Hannibal.
Yeah, it doesn't work with Hannibal because Hannibal has been kind of.
He's a sociopath. He doesn't feel fear.
He did when he was a child, which Freddy would try and bring that out.
But again, he's a psychiatrist. That wouldn't work on Hannibal.
Exactly.
Yeah, even I know that. That would not work.
I am so glad that you're agreeing with me.
I would agree with you on that. That would not work on Hannibal because he is a master at manipulation. He would know right away probably that.
Not even just that, but I mean, look at what what Freddy Krueger did with Jason, right?
Right.
Jason is a zombie.
Right. Exactly.
Scared the shit out of Jason.
Right.
With water. There's nothing he could do to Hannibal.
Because I don't think does Hannibal even have any fears?
Yeah, he does. He does. But they've already been.
He's already passed them. Those were all childhood fears.
Right.
So the fears that he had
just
then.
Passed them, but it's also he's broken. There's nothing that could happen that's going to scare him.
Right. Because again, he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
So
Mason Verger threatened him in the movie Hannibal about him being eaten from the feet up with wild hogs, and Hannibal, calm as can be, with the threat of torture and absolution of torture.
Damn.
Absolution of torture by wild animals chewing on his feet.
That's right. It did not
scare him, not one bit.
That's true. Well, you're right.
There's nothing that can scare Hannibal.
Well, that's what happens with a sociopath.
He ate his sister at a young age. He ate Misha. He didn't know it, but when the book Hannibal Rising came out and the movie Hannibal Rising came out, you find out that he found out in a very, very bad way.
Oh.
And he literally destroyed the enemy. By pieces.
He's bringing some good points, everybody.
It's absolution, man.
Okay.
The people on Facebook are going to pick Freddy, just like that.
I'm gonna say something right. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right. I don't have any more, really more advantages to Freddy because his main advantage is the dream world. And again, I've already spoken on two videos ago about all the advantages all his specialties, which are specifically tied to the dream world.
And you're absolutely right about those.
Right, and the thing is like he's going up against somebody who almost probably can match him as far as being able to control their dreams. Like I said, I don't know. Again, I will give Hannibal, these points you're making right now are very good points. Put me one more, because
I got you, brother.
You're making like excellent points for Hannibal right now. Like points that I'm gonna be honest with you, the average person, and this is why I'm not gonna post this match. I'm not gonna post on Facebook because you're right. People are automatically gonna pick Freddy because they don't know all the in-depth details that you just brought up. Because now you're the reason I'm gonna leave this to the viewers on YouTube, because you're bringing these points home, because these are some very, very good fucking points you're bringing right now.
I mean, it says right there at the very beginning when Clarice Starling.
But again, these people, but this is a movie, older movie. We know it very well, but a lot of people on Facebook would immediately see Freddy and against a regular person and immediately pick Freddy. That's why I'm not gonna post this on Facebook or any other. We're gonna leave this one match up to the viewers on YouTube, because if they were able, like if the people on Facebook were able to hear your explanation, because you almost had me kind of siding with Hannibal on this, because I think now that you brought these points home, it's more of an equal match now. It's not Freddy just right up here, but this is actually more of an equal match than I thought it would be, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of points you're bringing home, even I didn't know. So that's why I'm not going to leave Facebook up to this. I'm going to leave this to just YouTube for you, because the points you're making, you can't type. That's a long ass explanation as to why Hannibal has a damn good shot at winning this match. Right. So I'm going to leave this to YouTube. So you ready for the Craig Hunters picks of the week?
Yeah.
All right, Craig Hunters picks of the week, everybody. So I already know who your pick is. Who's your pick for the week?
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. What I'm gonna do this week is I'm not going to vote. I know I didn't vote on the last video either. I'm not going to vote this week because my bias towards Freddy can kind of swing my opinion. But the fact that you brought these points home so well and made me like, okay, you know, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let other people vote on this one. I'm not going to vote this week. Because I know Hannibal's yours. And like I said, the points you bring home are fucking good points that really show this match is not as lopsided as people initially may think it would be.
Well, I mean, look at the bias though.
Dude, Freddy's.
It's fine, dude. I mean, that's
now the Pennywise and Freddy is actually not. It wasn't biased. Like there were good points on both sides.
Right.
And for me, I just think that the fact that Pennywise feeds off of fear and it gives him most of his power, that's not going to work with Freddy because he doesn't give a shit. Well, especially in the dream world.
Well,
and
it also feeds my point that you didn't really mention though that which Freddy we're using.
I did. I said we're not using Freddy versus Jason or the New Nightmare, so we're using all the other ones.
Yeah, but I didn't really listen.
Well, see, that's not my part. That's not my problem or my fault. I did mention that, but like I said, I'm not going to vote this week because I do have a heavy bias towards Freddy, but the points that Anubis brought home make me realize, okay, this is a much more even match than I thought it would be. And again, Freddy's sole advantage is being able to control the dream world, but now he's facing someone who can actually shape his dreams,
single aspect,
and like you said, and can wake up because he's a lucid dreamer. Can wake up so quick. As soon as Freddy even slices him, like, oh fuck, you know, and he can say, you know what, wake up, like, okay, this affects me in the real world, so now I know.
I think it's also my fault that Freddy won the last time because I didn't explain it so well, and I didn't realize which Freddy you were using. I thought you were thinking maybe the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I was thinking that was his most powerful.
But 3
that's
is
not. You're right.
Dream Warriors is his most powerful.
Big dog.
Yeah, that's where you see him how well he can control the dream world.
Remember in that movie, those kids were training to become lucid dreamers.
Yes, exactly. They were training to fight Freddy.
Now imagine.
No. They weren't training.
They were training to become lucid dreamers.
Right. Well, I don't think they were training to become lucid dreamers.
No,
it's hypnosis, so it's not really dream. It's not really a sleep per se. It's hard to explain hypnosis compared to actual dreaming. It's just that those kids knew
they were asleep.
They were prepared for Freddy because they knew Freddy could kill them in the dream world and knew that what they had. They used their because technically they were kind of lucid dreamers. You're right, because they were able to bring their powers home to what they thought their strengths were.
Here's another point. Yeah, I mean, just just a little fun point that I thought was funny was like, I mean, imagine, if you and I were, lucid dreamers and Freddy was coming at us.
I'm waking the fuck up.
No, well,
I'm waking the fuck up.
I'm not. You know what I'm doing? Come.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, that'd be a dangerous thing.
That would be like my first thing.
Right. And like I said, and but also at the same time, 3 shows how powerful Freddy is in the dream world, because these kids knew they used their strengths in their dream, and Freddy was still able to defeat every single one of them with their strengths on par. I mean, they were prepared. They had their powers ready, and Freddy was still able to beat them easily. It wasn't even a challenge for Freddy. Like he was still easily defeated.
Dude, I full on agree. That's why I wanted to use just that Freddy.
Right.
At his absolute best, because that's what he's gonna need.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, because
he'll need that to go against Hannibal.
Because the difference is these are kids and this is a IQ on a level that combined they couldn't even match.
No. This is on a different Hannibal.
This is like an ant and a doctor trying to compete with each other. Yeah. That's how far the IQ difference is from the people that Freddy has fought compared to what Hannibal Lecter's bringing to the table.
Rorschach's IQ versus Ozymandias'.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's a perfect example. Yes, and it's not even remotely close at all. Like it's so far ahead. I mean, so far of a difference that it makes it unfair.
And so Freddy's fight. I mean, not only that, but Hannibal Lecter. That's just his normal. That's just his norm.
Yeah, exactly. So he's used to being
in his memory palace. Yep. He's used to his memory palace. So I mean, even if they tried the hypnotherapy or anything like that on
it Hannibal, wouldn't work.
Dude, he would be in his memory palace. That is impenetrable.
Yeah. So this is a good match compared. Better than what I thought it was, because like I said, you brought some good points home, and that's what made me realize, okay,
earlier this morning you were saying, oh no, it's a quick match.
Yeah, and I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, there's no way Hannibal. There's nothing he can bring to me that can convince me that Hannibal even matched Freddy at all. And the points he brought today made me realize, okay, you know what? This is a lot closer than people realize, and that's why, like I said, I'm not gonna post it on Facebook. I'm gonna leave it to YouTube, our YouTube audience.
I almost wish you would, but only if they could watch the video.
Ah, that's true. And honestly, yeah, I may do that. Post the video
if you watch it, then you can comment.
Right, exactly. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I may do that. All right, everybody. So you have his pick. I'm abstaining again this week, but you got
You're just backing out is what you're doing.
I am, because I want. This is a complicated match, and it really is, and I know that, and I'm gonna back out because of that. So I'm abstaining this week, and Anubis' pick is Freddy Krueger. I mean, Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. Hey now.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, so you've heard the points that Anubis has brought today. So he's brought some pretty damn good points for Hannibal winning this match. So I'm excited to see, after the points you brought home, the counter arguments people are going to bring for Freddy, if there are any. I'm excited to see this.
I am too.
Yeah, so, okay.
This is going to be fun.
I think so too. This is a legitimate good match.
I would honestly wish you would pick Freddy.
No, I don't want to, because, again, I know my bias towards Freddy will influence my decision to pick Freddy a lot more than Hannibal. So I want to stand back a little bit this week, like I did last week, because we both couldn't pick. I mean, last week we both.
Man,
that was fucking. That was the most difficult match, I think, to pick that we've had so far in this tournament. Like that Dracula versus the Thing, that was a fucking tough match to pick. Tough. And like I said, that's why, and we knew that. Like, there's really no clear-cut winner that we could really pick.
That one's all about the votes.
Yeah, that one. So we're leaving it up to y'all. That one I did post on Facebook because,
well, that one's all about votes.
Yeah, and the Thing and Dracula, everybody knows both of them. Like horror fans know both of them.
Oh, yeah.
So
and if you don't,
shame on you. All right, so everybody. Anubis has brought some good points, so I'm ready to hear your counter arguments for people who pick Freddy. I'm excited to hear this. But all right, so
if you have any.
If he has any. All right, everybody, so that's the end. I'm excited. This is a lot better match than I thought it was going to be. So everybody, thank you for joining for Tongue tied.
Thank you for joining Kraken Hunters today. Sign that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please send comments.
Yeah, let us know who you think, because I'm excited to see who you think because of the points Anubis brought. I'm excited to see who you really think is going to win this.
This is my best video.
No, honestly, I will wholeheartedly endorse that. This is the video where you show how you debate, because you brought some good fucking points home today before Hannibal winning this match. I mean, because
I've debated pretty good before.
Yeah, you have. This is the one. This is my dog. This is the one where you show. Because if Hannibal takes this would be because of you. Like, let's just be honest. This would be because you brought those points home so well. All right, everybody. So thanks for joining Kraken Hunters this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Yes, thank you. To get notified of our future videos. Sorry, a little tongue-tied, everybody. But I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
Thank you for joining Kraken Hunters today. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.